Hi everybody, this is Debbie from the Shop at Threads. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never been to our channel before, we want to welcome you to our channel. Today I'm going to be making some lemon Avgolemono. Not quite sure exactly how to pronunciate this Greek soup. Again, we'll try it again. Avgolemono. That is a chicken, lemon, and rice soup that I'll be making. I've already cut up my chicken. I had chicken breasts that were marinating. I made homemade butter yesterday and I had the buttermilk left. So I marinated some chicken breasts inside of a Ziploc bag. I put 4 of them in there. And I made earlier today some chicken pickle soup. And now I'm making this Greek soup, which is Avgolemono. So if I'm not saying it right, I apologize. Anyway, these are 2 chicken breasts that I sauteed up just in some olive oil. Nice and tender because of the buttermilk that I soaked them in last night. They're just perfect. So anyway, 2 of those. And then I'm going to start out by, I've got 2 eggs. Well, actually 3 eggs. You can make this one of 2 different ways. You can use just the yolks, okay, on an egg, or you can use the whole entire egg. No, I said I had 3, but I only have 2 eggs. So I used 2 eggs, and I whipped up the whole thing, okay? So we are going to use 2 eggs, and we're going to use with that lemon juice. I had taken 2 lemons, and I juiced them already, which is about a little less than a half a cup of juice from what I could see here. So we're going to whip the eggs a little bit again, and we're going to stick in some lemon juice, okay? I'm just going to slowly whisk it in. I'm going to reserve a little bit of the lemon juice from behind. And leave it behind. I've also got another lemon I'm going to juice in case I need it. But I'm going to zest this lemon too for this soup. Okay, so here we have the eggs and the lemon juice. So I've got my pan already set. I'm going to bring you on over. Okay, I have a pot that I'm actually going to make this in. And I put 2 tablespoons of olive oil inside of my pot, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my celery, my onions, my garlic, and everything else that I have, which is pretty much it, and put it inside and start sauteing. Okay, we are back over at the stove, and I've got, like I said, a couple tablespoons of olive oil already in my pot. And I'm going to throw in my onions. I've got table onions, carrots, celery, and I'm not going to put the chicken in quite yet. We will put that in after we get our broth going and whatever else we need to put in here. I'm going to stir it around. Now, you can make your stock prior to making this soup, and I usually do that. I'll make a pot of chicken soup, and I've already got the stock because you're using a whole chicken, and there's nothing like it, you know, getting the broth from a whole chicken, you know, cleaning, straining it, and doing it that way. But this is the cheater's way right now, meaning I'm just going to use water and my best friend when I'm in a hurry, which is better than bullion. It's the chicken. Okay, this is a great tool to have if you don't want to go through the process of cooking a whole chicken and the whole 9 yards. The other way is going to be a little bit more, I feel, tastier, where you make a regular broth. But I'm going to do the shortcut way today, okay? So there we've got that. We're going to go ahead and start sauteing. Sorry, I have to get my dishes out of the way. I have a very small kitchen, so I'm very limited on what I can do in here. We just, we downsized years ago due to our kids growing up. So, of course, that means smaller everything. And the kitchen is one area I wish I wouldn't have downsized in, because I do a lot of cooking and baking. Not so much baking like cookies and cakes. I'm a bread baker, and I have been for years. So I just feel like I'm constantly shuffling things around to make it work. But it is what it is. So we're going to saute, like I said. And then I'm going to get that completely sauteed up, and then I will come back and we will go ahead and add our stock and our water and so on and so forth. So let me finish doing this. Okay, now that I've been sauteing my vegetables for about 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my seasonings, because I like them to mix with the olive oil to get great flavor to come through. Once the seasonings hit the olive oil, then it starts really opening up those oils in the seasoning. I've got lemon pepper, onion powder, my favorite Kinder's rub, which is the Buttery Poultry blend. And then I will also have some garlic powder. So let me go ahead. I will give the actual amount, exact amount in the recipe on the comment area, on the comment area. So I'm going to put in of the Buttery Poultry blend approximately, I'm going to say 1.5 teaspoons, close to a tablespoon. Try 1.5, that should be good. I know just by looking at it, okay? It's good enough for now. I will taste it as we move along. We also have garlic powder, so we're going to put some of that in there. And that's going to be about half a teaspoon. Okay. Onion powder, I'm going to say maybe a teaspoon. Okay. And lemon pepper. We're going to put about a teaspoon of that. And then regular pepper, we're going to do probably about a half a teaspoon, if that, maybe a quarter. Okay. So we got that all in. Let's stir it up. And you're just bringing out all those flavors together. Okay. We're going to let that go for about another 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be back and then we'll show you the next step. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to put in about 10 cups of water. Okay, 10 cups of water. And I'm going to add also with that about 10 teaspoons of my famous Better Than Bullion. Love it, love it, love it. So if you're not going to make stock from a whole chicken to make the soup, this is the next best thing, okay? And then we're going to put that in. Get the extra off of there. It's too good to waste. I like to make sure I get every morsel of my stock. And it's not cheap, actually, to be honest with you. So, you know, with the way prices are at the grocery store today, waste nothing. All right. That should be it. And what we're going to do is we're going to Mix. As soon as this heats up a little bit more, we're going to mix some of this broth with the 2 eggs that I already whipped up with a little less than a half a cup of lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemon juice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and it's called tempering. So we're going to take some of the broth in a few minutes and then do that. Okay. So again, we're going to temper that right there. And that means we're going to put a little bit of the stock once it gets to a, warm or a hot level, because I just poured the water in. So I will be back. Okay, while we're waiting for the stock to heat up so that we can temper the eggs, I'm going to go ahead and zest some lemon in there, okay? Now, I'm right-handed, so I got to hold the zester in my right hand. But I've got a whole lemon, and I'm just going to go along and zest up. Just in case anything falls, it's going to fall into the pot. But your lemon zest is going to go inside of the blades here. I was doing it wrong for a long, long time. And now I finally learned how to use this microplane. Okay, I'm probably going to end up using the whole entire lemon for zest. Okay. Ooh, that's hot. Let me turn that down. I can feel that heat coming around the side of that pot. I like my Dutch oven. I use it for everything. This was another good investment. I got 2 sizes. This is my smaller one. I love them. The only thing I'm not crazy about, it's a psychological thing. They're clean, but they stain easy. And I've tried to get them clean many, many times where the stain, because I do a lot of my sauces in there, like spaghetti sauce. So it stains them quite a bit. Anyway, that's the only thing I don't like about them. Other than that, I love, love, love them. All right, let's go ahead and I'm almost done zesting here. Yeah, what this is doing, it's the sweeter part of the lemon when you're getting just the outer part, the oils. You're just sweetening it a little bit. I like lemon anything myself, and I'm going to cut this. And we'll use this extra lemon in case we need to, put more juice in there. I did reserve some from when I squeezed the first couple ones and put them in with the eggs. So we'll see if it needs more lemon juice or not once I get it going and tempered and looks nice and hot now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to temper up. But I need 2 hands to do that, so I'm going to have to put you guys down for a minute here, or put you on hold for a minute. Well, yeah, until I get the first one in. I apologize, but I don't have any help today. So just one more. Okay, sorry. I just thought I'd bring the pot over here for now while I'm showing you how to temper it, because I really thought that would be very important for you to see that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly stir here. I'm going to take a spoonful, because I am right-handed, so this is a little difficult for me to do. A spoonful of the broth, and I'm going to lightly drizzle it in, because we don't want to cook our eggs. Okay, I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to whip it up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to do it again. So we're just slowly adding the broth. Just to, like I said, temper. Not looking to cook our eggs. I kind of drizzle it in, to be honest with you. I just get too worried about having scrambled eggs from it, and I don't want that. Okay, so all you're going to do is keep on tempering. And you're going to do this until you feel that it's a little warm, okay? The eggs feel a little warm, which should be about soon, because I'm going to test the bottom of it and see. A little bit. We could use a little more broth in it to get where we need to go. Okay, a little more, and I think we got it then. That should do it. It's a little warm, and maybe it's a pinch more. Yeah, this will do it. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to take your egg mixture and you're going to want to whisk it in the big pot of broth, okay? So I hope you can see here. If not, let me back you down. Okay, so what you're going to do is slowly add this in. We've got it off the heat, so it isn't going to cook anymore. And we're slowly tempering this in. You can see the color of the broth is lightening up, lightening up, lightening up. We're going to keep doing this until we get them all in. And by the way, what I did while I had you off camera, and I'll put that in the recipe, I went ahead and used 2 egg yolks, including the 2 solid eggs that I had already. I decided I wanted it a little bit more richer. So I put an extra 2 egg yolks. Again, I will put what exactly I used in the actual recipe, okay? So we got this here, and this is now looking awesome. It's going to keep stirring for a little bit just to make sure that we're not cooking up the egg. All right, now I'm going to add the rest of the... Let me see if we even need it. I'm going to put the chicken in next. Okay. Go ahead and add the chicken. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add probably more lemon juice. I'm going to taste it first just to see if it needs it. And then we'll be adding the rice. So give me 1 second. I have to taste it. But it looks very smooth, very velvety. Looks good. Perfect as far as texture. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. Oh my gosh. The flavor is spot on. Spot on. Not just saying that. Trust me when I tell you. I'm real picky. But it is delicious. Okay, I'm going to add maybe a little more lemon juice. Not by much. I have just a tiny bit left in my zester, my squeezing zester thing. And I've got this right here where I figure I could maybe just use the pinch more. I love lemon, so it doesn't... Nothing's overkill with lemon for me. But I don't want my husband to think that it's too lemony. Okay, I'm just using a half. That's it. There were no seeds there. I thought there would have been, but there's not. All right. we are officially done with that. And now I have to go get my rice, put this back on the stove, put my rice in it. Now I usually use basmati rice, or you can use orzo. Orzo is another good thing to use while you're making this, but I don't have any orzo and I don't have any basmati, so we are going to be using regular rice for this. All right, let me get it back on the stove. Okay, and I will be back to, okay, back on the stove. I'm going to turn the heat on a little bit here. I'm going to keep it on low, and I'm going to get my rice because I forgot to bring that out. Okay. And I am going to put in here about, let's see, how much do I want? Probably about 2 cups. So yeah, let's go with 2 cups of rice. Oh, just 1 minute. All right. I think 2 cups should be sufficient. I'm going with the minute rice. You know, actually, yeah, let's do 2. I'm one of those that cooks by sight, so I can do the recipe after after I make it. I can think about how much I put in, and it's pretty accurate. So again, I will write exactly the amount that would be appropriate to put in the recipe. And again, there is no wrong or right. You like more carrots, you don't like any carrots, you know, that's on you to change up or do what you need to do to enjoy the meal that you are making. This is just a standard recipe to show you how it's made, the basics of it. Okay. All right, we're going to have to let that set for, you know, somewhere about 5 minutes or so before the rice starts to puff up. And then we're ready to make a bowl of it, and I will be taking a photo for my YouTube. All right, we will be back. I don't want to tie you up any more than we have to. We'll be right back. Okay, friends, I'm back. Just wanted to show you, now that I've got the rice in here, I put 2 cups of rice in, and it's nice. It's got a nice, it's not super thick, but it's not watery. It's got a very nice consistency. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some in a bowl, and then I'm going to show you how it looks once it is, so to speak, plated up. Okay, we're back, and everything's plated up, so to speak, in the bowl. So let's show you how that turned out. Okay, looks delicious. Very happy with it. You know, again, it's a quick way. If you're not looking to make your stock first, it works. It's better if you make your stock, but I'm telling you, this is really, really, really good. All right, everybody, I want to thank you for your time. Again, if you like this video, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up and subscribe. That would be so appreciated. And until the next time we do another cooking video, we probably are going to make, I would say the next one's probably going to be an embroidery video, machine embroidery. We've got some patterns we need to get out, so that's probably going to be next. And thank you so much. You guys have a great day. All right, bye-bye.